there again. I have a joke. Actually, I stopped after I went over to the post office. I came to get a little bit of gasoline, and then I got myself a refill, less than $1 refill. And I came up with this joke. A joke, yes. 4 people walk into this bar, and it's a strange bar. Everyone has to wear these name tags. So the first one gets his name tag, second one gets his name tag, third and fourth one, and they all sit down around about this table. And the first one says Santa Claus. So you see this guy, Father Christmas in a red suit. He's sitting down. Right across from him was the Tooth Fairy. And there is also one that's labeled Honest Politician. And then the fourth one was Easter Bunny. So Santa Claus looks straight at the Tooth Fairy. And he says, I believe in you. And then the Tooth Fairy looks straight back at Santa Claus. I believe in you. So the two of them are kind of skeptical about the Easter Bunny. So they look at the Easter Bunny and they're saying to the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus says, do you really exist? And then the Tooth Fairy says, yes, do you really exist? And then Easter Bunny says, well, I have my colored eggs in my little wicker basket. I've got the little chocolates that I give to the children. I get those little yellow things that I give around about to all the children. And yes, I really am the Easter Bunny. Are you really? So Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy decided they have to each ask him a question. So Santa Claus says, okay, you're the Easter Bunny. I'm going to ask you a question. So the Easter Bunny says, go ahead. And so he says, why, for how long have you been the Easter Bunny? And so the Easter Bunny says, for about 100 years. So that was his question. So it moves over to the Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy says to the Easter Bunny, why is it that you give out all that chocolate so that I have to be paid $5 to pick up these teeth? He says, well, like I said to the Santa Claus, I'm doing for 100 years. So by this time, the honest politician is getting a little bit perturbed. The three of them are having banter round about, and he's drinking his ginger ale. He's asking him, well, what about me? What about me? How come you're not? And the three of them look at him and says, you're not real. And so, oh, no, I am real. So apparently he was a Republican. Honest politician that's a Republican. So Santa Claus says, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. The Easter Bunny's going to ask you a question. And the Tooth Fairy is going to ask you a question. And then we're going to find out if you're really real. So so Santa Claus goes up to him and says, on that vote to repeal and replace, did you vote for that? And the politician says, yes, I did. I told these constituents I would, and I did. So Santa Claus comes up to, so the Easter Bunny says, I'll call you right back then. The Easter Bunny says, okay, you're really real. The honest politician says, yes. Do you vote for repealing, lowering taxes? He says, yes, I've voted for that. I'm voting for that, yes. And so finally, the Tooth Fairy goes up to him and says, okay, so you repeal, replace, and the other one. Do you agree with what the president did about the Paris Accords? And he said, yes. And so Santa Claus looks at him, the Easter Bunny looks at him, and the Tooth Fairy looks at him, and they're about ready to get into Santa Claus's sleigh. When Santa Claus notices he looks familiar, he takes off the hat that the guy was wearing and said, oh, curly hat guy. Man, Paul, didn't recognize you. So they all get in their sleigh and go away.